Hi everyone, James here from Linode. I'm at the Acronis CyberFit Summit in Miami. I just sat down having my lunch and I ran into a very interesting gentleman, Juan Moreno from Ransomewarehelp, and he was telling me some of the things that MSPs should be doing if they come across a ransomware ransomware infection. And I figured it'd be a great idea to maybe have a quick chat with you, and maybe you can give the audience some advice around what to do. So first of all, hey Juan, how you doing?
Hi James, thank you very much. It's been really interesting talking to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have some small pieces of advice around what you should do in the case of a ransomware attack. Is there something you can share with the MSPs?
Oh, definitely, yes. We have been working for the past 9 years in helping companies recover from ransomware attacks, and basically we work with many MSPs who run into this situation with their clients. Mm-hmm. So it's very important that we give them some advice in terms of the incident response, those immediate steps they need to take, just so that they don't make things worse, okay? The first thing that they definitely, and everybody knows this, they need to disable all their systems from the internet. They need to disconnect from the internet. Okay. The second important aspect is that ransomware encryption is very, very different than data damage and data recovery from a physical or logical disk drive damage. Okay, so by no means start any recovery process using traditional data recovery techniques. Okay, because we're talking about encryption and we're not talking about a physical or logical damage to the data. Okay, the third step is not to negotiate, not to access any email or any communication that you receive, either say the ransom note or any email that you receive.
Why is that so important then, that you don't make contact with the people that have launched the attack?
Well, the difference between contacting the cyber criminals and companies do this because they panic and they want to resolve their situation right then. The difficulty here is that they will make themselves vulnerable, okay? The cyber criminals are out there trying to gain as much control and power over your situation than they can, okay? As much control as they can, okay? So if you start contacting, if you accede to that link that they provide, they know you're vulnerable, okay? And it will make things worse. We're trying to help small and medium companies prevent this, okay, to start negotiating. Now, what is the first thing you should also start doing? Try to restore backups. See if you have backups, okay? If you have backups, you're good, okay?
So I'm interested, you said about you shouldn't try and remediate the situation yourself. Is restoring from backups, can that potentially damage the forensic data that you need if you're looking to sort of reverse engineer this, or how does that fit in? How does the restoring?
Yes, basically when a client suffers a ransomware attack, they're in a situation where they cannot access the system, they cannot access their files or databases. And obviously, there's three main solutions that they have. The first one, like I mentioned, if you have backups, restore your backups, okay? Obviously, you need to follow a very professional procedure to do that in order not to contaminate or expand the ransomware encryption to the backups, okay? Also, the second step is remediation, okay? Remediation is understanding the encryption that happened, and that's where companies like ours come in, and understand the pattern of encryption so we can help them recover the data. If some companies do not effectively have the possibility of restoring backups because their backups are even encrypted.
Yeah, right.
Okay? So if you don't have if your backups are encrypted, if your main servers are encrypted, that's where we come in and we help them recover the data. Okay? The forensic analysis is possible in the encrypted system and files. Okay? We use sampling and forensic techniques to.
So are you reverse engineering this then? Is that the idea? Is that what your service is? You're effectively looking at the infected files and you're reverse engineering the process that's caused them to be encrypted.
Yeah. Yes. But yes, there's a simple theory behind encryption, and behind data structure, and there's always a possibility of tracing back the encryption process and reversing it. Okay. The way data is stored, there's always a trace that you can follow. Okay. Even and this is not related directly to ransomware attacks, but when you have when you delete or format a drive, you can even recover the information that was there stored previously. So technically, yes, we do reverse engineering procedures on data that's been encrypted after we do a forensic analysis and understand the encryption pattern and the way it happens. Okay.
So I'm really curious then. So this is the process you go through and it's the service that you offer. What kind of success rate can you expect? I guess is it 50-50?
Okay. Each case is different. Okay. Everybody knows there's many variants of ransomware. They're always evolving. Now you have Lockbit 3. We had Lockbit 2. Many new variants. The way we operate is we need to do effectively that diagnostic, that forensic analysis, and based on that analysis, we're able to get a recovery success rate of around 95 to 98%. That means when we actually determine the reverse engineering procedure to recover the data, 95% of the cases we're able to recover the data for the clients, and that's why we're able to give them some guarantee and some certainty that they'll be back in business soon.
I think it's a fascinating service, and it's obviously one that's incredibly topical at the moment. So, Juan, it's been awesome talking to you. For any MSPs watching, any partners that might like to talk to you, perhaps get some advice, or perhaps even engage your services, can you let me know where's the best place to go? Connect with you on LinkedIn, website, something along those lines?
Sure. Yeah, they can obviously go to our website, Ransomewarehelp.com. Okay. They can submit the case. Basically, they send us our information and send them some sample encrypted files and a ransom note. We are more than willing to give MSPs a free pre-assessment of the situation. Wow. We understand MSPs are not real experts in decryption processes and cryptography, and obviously in ransomware specifics. So that's why we help them out with a pre-assessment of the client's case. Okay, so the SMP is always going to get some advice, and we'll be accompanying them through the whole process. That way, we're presenting a very professional solution to the end customer. Okay.
Fantastic. It's been really good, really educational talking to you. I feel like I know more about this topic now just from the half an hour or so we spent. So thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see you around more in some of these events and in the MSP space.
Thank you very much, James. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye-bye.